Hey, RVA, this is the Tam. You know another guy named Mike? Make sure you check out my main man, Mike King Biz. Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 a.m. on Sports 106.1. On the mic. With Mike is the champion of business talk radio. You're starting to irritate me.
On the mic with Mike, the best business radio program around. You heard the man. We don't want to irritate him. So what we do is we bring the best and the brightest to you here on Sports 106.1 on the mic with Mike, 5 to 7 a.m., 1 to 3 p.m. on Facebook. Today, it is an honor to bring a friend of the program back, Anetra Bird from Niche Chic. How are you out there, ma'am?
I'm well. How are you, Mike?
Super duper. It's a Wednesday. Things are good. Sun shining. I'm here talking to you. Let folks know about who you are, what you do, and then we're going to get into telling my part of the story.
Perfect. Well, I am Anetra Bird. I am the owner and CEO of Niche Chic. I'm a personal wardrobe stylist and image consultant. So I help the CEO, the executive, the entrepreneur, the business owner to elevate their brand and their presence through their wardrobe, their style, and their images.
What we talked about in the past is how important that is for your brand. Like I said, I knew your brand before I knew you. Your brand is fire. It is. And what it does is it goes to places where you can't be up at all the time, day and night, hustling, working. While you're doing other things, your brand is working for you. Explain our listeners what that means to have a brand like that and how you get a brand like that and the importance of looking good.
Oh, how do you get a brand like that? Strategy.
Exactly. Oh, it wasn't by you. Oh, okay. No.
And putting in the work and having a team. You have to have your tribe around you as well. People who support you, who believe in you, who are going to uplift you and just continue to put you out there and just be your number one cheerleader. That's important. That's vital to be successful in any business. The importance of looking good. Oh my gosh, Mike, we've had this conversation before.
We definitely have.
You know, people are not going to want to engage with you if they feel like you're not knowledgeable. You don't know what you're talking about. So, especially for me, being a personal wardrobe stylist and an image consultant, if they see me out in the streets and they're like, okay, well, she looked totally different on social media. I don't know if I want to just have that dialogue. I don't know if I want to engage with her because it's just, they may feel like it's a false representation. So you have to always be on point. As you can see today, I have my makeup done.
You do. Yes, shout out to you.
Shout out to Holly Bird Miller.
And that would be the one and only Holly Bird Miller. And that is who to you?
That is my beautiful, amazing sister and business partner.
Oh, you know, I gotta give a shout out. I just finished with our friend Nicole Reed, real estate royalty, my good friend Nicole Reed. When she talks about being styled, Nicole Reed is screaming the name Anetra Bird, and she says all the top things about you. She is the best real estate agent in the world. A good partner of mine, and you talk to her and you help her look as good as she does. She's always on point. Talk a little bit about guiding your clients to look a certain way.
So when I meet with clients, potential clients, I always want to have a discovery session with them to figure out who they're trying to target, what their mission is, what problems they're going to solve for their client. And then we move from there. I want to get to know them on an individual basis as well, because it's a collaboration. I want them to be happy with their style and their appearance as well as, being relatable to their target audience. So we start from there and I guide them. As I stated, it's a collaboration. I always want them to be happy with what's presented to them, because if they're not happy with it, then that's going to show. That's going to diminish their confidence. And I always want my clients to be confident when they're out there in the field, when they're talking to their clients, so they can be the best representation of themselves.
There's the whole world of the RVA fashion, all those things that are going on. And that's a whole movement unto itself.
Mhm.
I don't hear your name like with that. I hear your name and see you in the business circles, rocking and rolling with people from the business side. It's not so much that I say, maybe you do that, maybe I'm not sure. But when I look at it as just a casual kind of person, I associate you with business.
Mhm.
And that is on the other side of, the whole styling thing and fashion and models and all those things. Because you say you have a tribe, you have a glam squad, you got a crew.
I do have a crew. Shout out to, again, Holly Bird Miller. She's the owner, CEO of Makeup by Holly Beauty Partners. So we have hair, makeup, fashion, videography, photography. So we're in that space of working with those executives and those CEOs and brides as well. I want to kind of go back to that as well. I work with the brides to just add to that experience to make it as stress-free as possible and as memorable as possible, from engagement photos to just the day of the wedding, just to make sure everything is just in place. She doesn't have to worry about anything. She doesn't have to worry about her gown. She doesn't have to worry about her shoes, the accessories, any of that, just to make it as stress-free as possible. So we have that whole team, that whole tribe that we work with. We work with, as I stated, photographers, videographers, to just make sure we have the clients looking their best, presented their best. Because, if you're out there in the public, you have to have a catalog of images and photography to put yourself out there more. I mean, people aren't going to know who you are if you don't promote yourself. And we want to promote our clients to the best of our ability. And I feel like
what is the process to engage with you? So a person shows up, not on the doorstep anymore. They ring the alarm. They send out an SOS that my brand needs help. What is that process?
That process is, again, introducing myself. I want them to get to know me because, I am a stranger in a sense. They may have been following me on social media so they can see some of the images and content that I put out, but they don't know me on a deeper level, so to speak. So I want them to get to know me, and I want to get to know them. I want to get to know their likes, their dislikes. Again, having that discovery call to hone in their goals, how they want to target people, how they can better relate to their ideal client. So I have a bunch of very strategic questions that I ask them so that we can get to that point.
What's the difference between working with men and women?
The difference between working with men and women, I will say that men are a bit more simple with what they want.
Do we
Women
know what we want, or are we coming to you saying, "Hey, guide us"?
guide
Okay,
you.
so
guide you.
okay, so here, you know what? This is a therapy session. You see me with one of the reasons that I wear my name on everything is because I'm not that much of an extrovert. So it would require me to talk to people that I don't know.
Mhm.
This cuts through all of that.
It does.
It does. Okay. Give me the real skinny, don't sugarcoat it. Let me know. What would you say if I showed up and said, and I gotta have my name on things that way because I don't want to talk to people that I don't know.
Say, Mike, why don't you want to talk to people? First and foremost.
That's a deeper
That's a deeper
that's a
conversation.
deeper conversation that my wife has talked to for 40 years, talking about trying to get to the bottom of that one.
That's a deeper conversation for sure. Well, they definitely know who you are and pretty much what you do. But we do have business cards for that, Mike, and we have digital business cards for that as well.
Wow, that's revolutionary. Mike King, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we do here. We bring you the best and brightest. So the digital business card things out there, so that way I can engage with other businesses about how I can help them. Okay, how can people find Nichic out there?
So Nichic she's on Instagram on Facebook. She's on LinkedIn. She's on YouTube as well, all under Neechic. Neechic.
Okay. And when you're out there, we talked a little bit about what did Corona do to your business? So 2020 is coming up. Anetra Bird says, I'm going to kill it in 20. Okay, the Corona hits. What have you learned from a business standpoint on the coming out of it side of Corona?
I've learned the importance of pivoting, which I think a lot of small businesses and entrepreneurs have had to do. Even corporations have had to do it as well. But just to pivot. I mean, I know we all have in the business world, we work on our business plan, but with, this is a pandemic that has not happened in, centuries. So we've all had to learn to do that and just be more virtual with our services. And, a lot of companies, they were used to networking in person. I know that's not something that you like, Mike, but
you like that. That's a stressful time going into a room.
I enjoyed that. I liked, conversing with people one-on-one and in groups as well. But we've had to, again, pivot. So that's the biggest lesson that I've learned, just to be flexible too, more flexible.
What did digital do for you from a business standpoint? Before, a lot of it was in person, doing everything in person. Mm-hmm. What is the ability and the capability of adding digital really done to your industry?
Oh my gosh, it's done so much, because that was the trend anyway. And sometimes when I speak to the brick and mortars, they don't want to hear it. The trend has been for a while more digital. So you see more people shopping online to purchase, a dress or just their clothing, accessories. Unfortunately, that has put a dent in the brick and mortars, but that's been the trend. So, and that's going to continue to be the trend. Just we're in a digital world, so we have to learn to adapt to that and make those changes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice you're listening to, branding, styling expert Anetra Bird. Neechic is with us. As I say, we bring you the best and the brightest, and this lady is it. We're going to go away and take a break. I always say, we have to pay for the microphone here. Plus, my grandkids do need stuff. So we'll be back on the other side. We'll be shortly. We'll be back. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, I'm Tom Childry, the credit card guy with Beyond. I believe it should not be confusing or expensive for your business to accept credit cards. As a social enterprise business advocate, my mission gets you paid faster with fair rates, helping your business grow. We can be contacted at area code 804-503-8472, 804-503-8472, or at getbeyond.com. Again, I'm Tom Childry, the credit card guy. Quick, easy collect. We make it easier than you expect.
Hello, Danielle Gilbert, the owner and HR strategist of Manifesting You Consulting, HR firm here in Richmond, Virginia. On Thursdays, every Thursday, you can catch me live on the mic with Mike King Biz, talking about all things HR. Call in to hear any tips, trends, ask your questions. You can catch me. I look forward to hearing from you every Thursday on the mic with Mike King Biz.
Hey guys, this is Robin with DB Arcade Commercial Video and Photography. If you need creative visual content for social media or traditional advertising, then we're the team you want working for you. We create custom ROI-driven videos and photography for your business, no matter what products or services you offer. We've worked with local newspapers, gyms, real estate agents, financial advisors, clothing companies, restaurants, and more. For more information, check us out on our website at db-arcade.com.
The Henrico Economic Development Authority is proud to sponsor Biz Wednesday. The contributions of our diverse entrepreneurs power our economy. So we're thrilled to support a program that shines a spotlight on their businesses. If you want to learn more about how we're creating a more inclusive business community, visit henrico.com today. Take a look at our small women-owned and minority-owned business statement. Find out how we can help business owners from all backgrounds connect with the opportunities they need to succeed. The Henrico EDA is here for you. Discover more at henrico.com.
Hi, Chef Michelle here of Mom Michelle's Cafe, home of the Soul Rolls, located at 10811 Whole Street Road. Give us a call at 804-912-1644 or order online at mommichelle's.com. Ask about our off-site catering options as well as our online ordering through Grubhub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. Follow us on all social media at Mama Shells Cafe. That's Mama Shells, Soul South of the James. Mention Mike on the mic and get a free dessert on us. Special rules apply.
Hello, I'm John Brandt, Executive Director of the Colonial Heights Chamber of Commerce. We are a collaboration of business, government, and school professionals with a goal to enhance the Colonial Heights business community. When you join the Colonial Heights Chamber, you receive access to our weekly newsletter, monthly membership networking luncheon, our bi-monthly community connections group, and so much more. These features can help you enhance your economic success personally and professionally in the Colonial Heights community. Learn more, join today at colonialheightschamber.com.
Hey everyone, it's Heather Marie Speaks, and I'm on the mic with Mike on Mondays at 6 a.m. on 106.1 FM, bringing you encouragement, motivation, and mental health awareness with a little bit of fashion infused. Join me every Monday at 6 a.m. on 106.1 FM, and I want to personally invite you to my newest venture, Queen Bee & Company, an English tea, wine, and event venue located at 21 West Main Street in downtown Richmond. Come and enjoy high tea, host your special event, or stop by for some self-care and mental health, and just enjoy a nice cup of tea. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Are you a business owner who needs to perform at a higher level? Is it time for you to pivot your business to grow? Or does your team need alignment and accountability? Whether you have too many priorities or need a guide to help you execute your vision, SuccessWorks Consulting can help you through OKRs, advising, and coaching. Reach out for a complimentary consultation at successworks.com. That's successworks.com and begin your journey to realizing growth in 2021.
Hi, I'm Reba Hollingsworth with CBS 6, and I was on the mic with Mike and had a fabulous time. Make sure you tune in every week.
On the mic with Mike, the best business radio program in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on the mic with Mike, the best business radio program around. Why is that? Because we get the best guests, and we are bringing it to you on a daily basis. We're bringing you the best and the brightest that the area has to offer. Today, styling expert Anetra Bird of Knee Chic. Welcome back to the program, ma'am.
Thanks for having me again, Mike. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going into the spring season here. It is upon us. What does business owners need? What does the person need to do to update their wardrobe or something? What does every woman need, and what does every man need as a staple for besides to call you? That's the contact you. That's the first thing, but
exactly.
And you know what? You said exactly. That's right. All the best. What does a woman need style wise?
So a woman needs, as you mentioned, those staple pieces, and a woman needs a blazer as well as a man, a great blazer. Because that can take you everywhere, and you can transition that piece from a day look to an evening look, which is great. And she also needs a wrap dress because a wrap dress works for every body type. No matter your body type, get that wrap dress. And it will do the same thing. It's a transitional piece. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. A man, again, he needs a great blazer. He needs a button down, of course, and some slacks, some nice fitting slacks. So those are some pieces that I would encourage all men and women to have in their wardrobe. And like you said, call me and we can work on the other staples that they need in their wardrobe.
Can you talk about the meaning and needing of a good tailor? See, both my mother and father were tailors. So I grew up in the dry cleaners for some years. So the need of a tailor. So as a man, your sleeves are not down here, or especially if you're not the body type that, is runway ready.
Right. Because a lot of times you may find those pieces that you have to have altered. They're not going to fit your body the way that they need to fit your body. So I encourage people to, one, when they can, try on those items. If they're shopping online, that's a little more difficult, of course. But when they receive those pieces, you need to make sure they fit properly, because when your clothes fit properly, you're representing yourself and your brand well. you can't walk around just looking, slumpy and dumpy. You have to have it just lying on your body correctly. So I highly encourage tailoring. Some people are afraid of it, but don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid of the tailor.
Don't.
Okay. So and we had talked in the past, we tried to do this, but when I tried to do it all site, it didn't do you justice. We needed to bring you back and show you in all your glory. And that way you can talk about what you do. How did you become a stylist? Now where you had told me the story, but give our listeners an idea of how a person, so you and your sister are in that industry and you guys are at the forefront of it. How did you get to be a stylist?
Well, like I told you, Mike, it started from a young age, my love of fashion. So probably about middle school, I just really immersed myself in it. I was abreast of all of the trends and what the celebrities were wearing. And throughout middle school and beyond, I just made sure I dressed nice, that, we both dressed nicely. We were fortunate enough that we had parents who, they were like, okay, this is what you want. This is what you're going to get. They allowed us to, get our hair done every other week. And, that was a blessing. It's like, okay, I guess we were spoiled. But yeah, they were like, if that's what you want to do, we're all for it. So I loved the fashion side of it. Holly did too, but she loved the makeup side more. So I just, kept at it. And then I styled some family and friends and was like, okay, well, I'm
this
good
thing
at
might
this.
work.
Yeah. I could see myself doing this. So that's what I did. And in 2014, I established my business. I have an LLC and I've been rocking and rolling ever since.
You've been rocking and rolling. Now we got to talk about the styling session with your mother. And so we talked about that before, but it's like the great scene in a movie that gets left at the cutting room floor. We got to go back and talk about that. So
let's talk about it.
I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see you and your sister smiling and dying like with your mother there, looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the styling session with mom and also the photography thing going on. Mom looked like she was enjoying it. You guys did look like you had a great time. Let's talk about what it means to style your mother.
Oh my God, that was just styling her, because she's so great. She's our biggest cheerleader. She just loves us unconditionally and we love her unconditionally. Whatever we can do to make her happy, we're going to try to achieve that. So she'd been talking about wanting to do a session for a while. So her birthday was coming up and Holly was like, maybe we should do this for mom, because she's been talking about it for a while. So we were kind of, sneaking behind the scenes, putting things in place, so she wouldn't know. We were just giving her little hints. Okay, well, we need you to do this or do that because, for your birthday, of course. So when we brought her to the place, she was just like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And, we told her what was happening. And I actually styled her virtually. I was like, Mom, this is what I need because I offer that service as well. It's a virtual world. I was like, this is what I need you to bring. So I know her body type. I was like, okay. And I know, her complexions and her undertones, that's important to work with color as well. So it's like, this is what I need you to bring. These are the things I need you to bring. And she was just like, okay. And it was late when we had our session. So she was kind of like, okay, are we almost done? I was like, we're almost done, Mom. We're almost there. So when she got there, she was just like in awe. And, Holly did the makeup beforehand. She did the makeup and we pampered her more. We did her nails, did her hair, and we bought her breakfast. So she didn't have to do anything that day. So once we got to the location, all we had to do was put her clothes on and get her in front of the camera. Of course, she had a little bit of anxiety because that's just part of the process with anyone when you're in front of the camera because you're on display. But once she worked through those nerves, she loved it. And she was like, okay, she was just being her natural, authentic self. And that's what we want. So she felt great about the makeup. She felt great about the hair. She felt great about the wardrobe. So she was able to relax more. And that's one thing we do for our clients, our other clients as well. We want them to feel that confidence so they'll be at ease. So, it'll translate through the camera. So she just had a ball. And then at the end, we, did a testimonial. Of course, she got emotional. We got emotional, just thinking about everything and how appreciative she was and how much we loved her and appreciate all that she'd done for us. So that's just something that we wanted to do to give back and just to show a little bit of our gratitude.
Well, from an outsider's looking in, you guys did Mom proud. I mean, it really did. So
thank you.
Okay, now that we didn't got over that, but you're gonna have me in here crying and okay.
I know. I felt like I was about to tear up. I was like, okay, let's move.
This is not the Jerry Maguire crying at the end. No, it's not. It's On the Mic with Mike, Anetra Bird with us. How can people find you out there?
So again, they can reach me, find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. They can also go onto my website, nicheicstyles.com. My phone number is 804-366-6368. And I'm under Nichic, Neecic.
It's always a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, Anetra Bird, Nichic is out there. If you want and need to look good and stylish, you see the lady right there. That's what she does for her clients. Oh, make sure you check out her social media. It is pure fire. That's why we bring it to you. On the Mic with Mike, the best business radio program around. We bring the game changers to you. Thanks, and I appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it so much.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen. Up next is a friend of the program, our girl, Nicole Reed, with The Real Playbook with Nicole Reed. She's the best in the round. That's all I can say. That's why I rock with her. Nicole Reed, up next, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks. Now, take care. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. You too.